Day 20, letting go of old stories. What old story do you keep telling yourself that keeps replaying? And that doesn't mean to say that you not telling yourself about it will change it. It probably will, but it may not. What will change is the amount of time that you spend suffering for it. How often do you get caught up in a story about an event or a circumstance that has to come before it even happens? We spend hours, if not days, ruminating. Some of us, I shouldn't say all of us, there are certain people who don't do this, but I don't know if I can speak to that. I can't. I've seen it, but I can't speak to it. So if this is something that you do, what about that old story are you addicted to? Let's go into our meditation. We'll discover a little bit more about this as we go. Soft body, slower breath, more starts to come. We become less analytical about everything and more open to seeing what there is to see if something needs to change. As you drop into this slower brainwave, where your body relaxes and the muscles drop away from the bones, you're held up by your shoulders, like floating skull on vertebra, balancing over the pelvic bowl. And let yourself be open to seeing an old story that you are in deep relationship with, a story that you've told yourself about someone or something for a very long time. And this can be about yourself. Going a bit deeper with that story, they always serve a purpose. What is the purpose of this story? Is it keeping you safe from being hurt? Is it keeping you safe from being rejected? What is the point of this story? How is it helping you? And I am saying helping in quotes. If you were to rewrite this to the opposite, what would your life look like? And your ego's probably going to want to yell, I can't do that. It's just not true. But what if? What if? What if something shifted so dramatically that that story was no longer true? What kind of narrative would you have to have for thoughts about this person, could be you, or situation? How would your narrative have to shift? What would you have to see differently? Maybe you can see yourself standing in front of an old bookshelf. The books have been ordered in the same way for decades, long before you came. And you're looking at the shelves, and you can see that there's a better way. You can switch this book for that book, move books from shelf to shelf until there's more balance, more symmetry. We can do the same thing with our thoughts. We can choose to attach to a very heated thought, a powerful thought, or we can choose to be unattached to that thought. When you come out, what stories or patterns are you ready to let go of? And how could you rewrite the narrative in order to support that? See you tomorrow.